G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So, I just put my Rumble's Fish Room shirt out of the cupboard and put it on. It's starting to cool down over here, so it's kind of shirt weather, not singlet weather. Oh, I need to swap hands. I'm still pretty sore, guys. So, what I want to talk about is I want to do some merchandise. So, I'm going to set up a merchandise store, just like one of these affiliate stores or whatever it's called. And I'm just going to put my logo on some shirts, maybe a mug, I really want a hoodie for myself. So I figure there's no point in drafting up a hoodie and not making it available for you guys. My plan in the future is to have merch that relates to things I do in the fish room. Kind of like, like mainstream YouTubers, they'll do like a seasonal drop with like things that relate to something that they're doing their video about. I don't know. It'd be cool. It's just one of those bucket list things for me. Imagine walking into a fish shop and I see somebody wearing my shirt. It would just be like, it's just something I could tick off the list of achievements. Not saying that you guys have to buy the shirt and then meet me and then follow me around to the pet shops. or whatever, but yeah, it'll just be super exciting for me, and I know that a lot of you guys ask me about merch all the time, and I don't have an excuse. Like, it's only going to take me a couple of hours to sit on the computer and make it all up, so I don't have an excuse. I'm making it my goal for tonight. This video is going up tomorrow, so there's a chance there will be a link in the description for merch. Fingers crossed. I don't know if I have to do any like proof of identification stuff for the website, so if there's a link at the bottom of at the top of the description, then I was successful. So you'll know the outcome of this before I talk about it in the next video. But technically the next video, well actually, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so it's a live stream. So this video is actually coming out Thursday, so that's 2 days from now. If I can't get the website in the link in 2 days from now, I'm not doing it right, and I don't deserve to be a YouTuber, because working the internet is part of being a YouTuber. I'm not really sure what this video is about, but let's get stuck into it. Alright guys, so I decided today I'm just going to have a chat about a few of the African cichlids. There's a couple of negative things, couple of positive things, but I want to talk about the Africans because I just focus too much on the flower horns in the videos and also in person as well. I want to get more in touch with my Africans, if that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But anyway, let me show you what's happening with some of the fish. I'll explain like a few random things. Alright, so the first fact, which all of you guys probably already know, I need to have a massive clean. Look how beautiful this filter here, this tank. There's a little bit of debris on the bottom, but look how clean the sponge filters are. And then look at this tank. You can actually see like a tone difference in the water, and the filters are feral. I really need to do that, so I'm not doing that this weekend. I've got big plans, but maybe the weekend after. Maybe I'll just do weekdays and do like I do a couple of tanks at a time. The problem with that idea of me doing it like an hour in the afternoons is it affects me making content, because you guys don't want to see me clean tanks in 3 days in a row of videos. So I don't know, I've got to make the time. I'll figure it out. You can see like there's a tinge to the Mason Reef tank. So the Mason Reef and the Reds, Labrador Tropheus, I'm probably actually going to clean those ones when I finish recording this video, because those two tanks, they don't look 100% right. But anyway, that's there's one more negative thing. That's part of the negative news. So my Bocochromis, if you look, see this girl here with the red nose? So that's actually what I lost the polystigma from. It's like a bloodborne bacteria virus, I don't know. So it's like poisoning the blood system of the fish. I want to say bacteria. Infection is the word I'm looking for. So these guys look like they're starting to get it a little while ago, but I fed them tetracycline food and it went away, but it's come back a little bit. And I've actually spoke to somebody about it, and my problem was I fed the tetracycline food twice in a week and it went away, so I stopped. But I might need to just run a course over like a few weeks, because you think about a human, you take antibiotics, you don't stop the antibiotics straight away, you finish the course. So I think what I've done here is I haven't finished the course. Now it's healed 99% of them, or 98, because there's like 50 in there. I can see it on 1, 2, so 3. Where's the bad? So we'll say 3 out of 50. That's 6%. So it's 94% clear. Maybe that little one there as well. But anyway, I'm not too stressed about it. All I'm going to do is, what did I just say? Oh, I've got the tetracycline food. I've still got heaps of it. I've got like 100 grams of it. So I've got enough to feed it to them for like maybe 2 weeks. I might have to make up a little bit more. I might have to hunt for some more tetracycline tablets. You guys know I use my tetracycline sparingly because it's hard to find, but this is my pride and joy colony. Anybody who doesn't know, this Bocochromis group is actually my favourite fish in the room. I'm gonna say it. I was kind of thinking that guy up there is my favourite, but no, the Bocochromis always have been and will stay my favourite. Unfortunately, I don't have they're still not got their full adult colours yet. So just for an idea how big they get, this guy here is like 12 to 15 centimeters. Sorry for the vague reference, but and he's only just showing adult male colours. So my old colony, I think about 20 centimeters, the male's really coloured up. And my old boy, if you never saw him, he was actually 32 centimeters without his tail, like 32 tape measure, not just make believe, like actually out of the water measuring him properly. So for anybody who doesn't know the history behind these guys, I had 2 separate bloodlines. The males were from one, the females were from another. And see the yellow faces, how some have them and some don't. The yellow faces actually come from one of the bloodlines. I believe they might be like a slightly different collection point. I'm hoping to breed the yellow-faced girls and then grow that colony back out. Just because the yellow-faced girls look awesome when they get bigger. You guys can't really see very well. This tank, the light is more at the back of the tank. See that yellow face? My plan is to line breed that into my colony. So you'll actually see most of the girls have it. There's only a couple that don't, and they might even be boys. I maybe should vent out some boys of this group, really. It's definitely most likely male dominant, but I'll need to get this illness sorted out first because I don't want to sell some males that are sick. So that's that colony. That's kind of an update there. I'm not worried about the sickness. It's very mild at this stage and I've caught it early. It shouldn't be an issue, but it's also the same issue that I lost the Nibochromis linni to. So if you are an OG of the channel, you know the Nibochromis linni got sick, and somehow I've managed to get that disease from that tank to those two tanks. Now this tank overflows into this tank, so those two tanks are linked. So that's why they've got sick. Not many of my tanks are linked. Unfortunately, one of the only tanks that's linked just happens to be the one that gets sick. Like, you can go the whole rest of the room, none of these tanks are linked to each other. So you can kind of see there why I'm an advocate for individual tanks that aren't linked, because it's a bad time if you get an illness. Imagine if I got that illness up in that tank and all of these tanks run on a sump. It wouldn't be 2 sick tanks, it would be 40 sick tanks. So I'm super appreciative of myself for designing this room separate. Now, what will that do us for negative news? I've got to. We'll keep it on a roll. One of the Dragonblood male is not looking too flash. I don't know what to do. I might isolate him and give him a bit of tetracycline. I don't really know what's going on with him. It's actually got bloat. Oh. Well, that's easy to treat. I've got Metro. But for anybody who knows, I'm actually not too worried. Or I don't want to say I'm not too worried. Of course I care about the health of my fish. But my future breeding colony of Dragonbloods is actually up in this tank here. So I actually do plan on replacing that colony, but I would rather replace it and sell the colony than lose the colony to bloat. I don't know why he would have bloat. It's a bit strange. I'm guessing there's some sort of other underlying issue behind that. Now you might think, oh, why is Brendan going through all of these negative points right now? Someone said to me today, he loves on my channel how honest I am about my fish room and like the positives and the negatives. So I want to make this a contrasting episode on the positives and the negatives. So now for some positives, we've got the Hirte, I can't remember their full name, this guy here. So these have started breeding, which is cool. So these are actually fish that I bred, and I really love it when my juveniles breed. Does that make sense? So like the generation that I bred starts breeding. I need to get a Malawi hawk male. I've got a tank full of girls. I think I've got one teed up. That kind of looks like a male there, but it does, but it doesn't. But yeah, need to sort that out. I've got one lined up. The Tenardi haven't bred yet, but they live in the cave, the male and the female. Right now is a bad example. They've actually started killing off the rainbows. So I don't know. I'm fingers crossed that that's aggressive breeding behaviour. I want to put a couple of bristlenose in there to sort out that black algae, but they'll probably just smash them. I've got bristlenose babies. That kind of doesn't fit the African cichlid theme of this video, but there is babies there. I've also got someone coming to grab a few marble peacock females, so I'm actually going to give him some of these ones. I don't mind. I think he's got a tank that's more established, so the bigger ones will suit his tank, and it will give my smaller ones a chance to grow out, so it's a bit of a win-win situation. One of your subscribers has been messaging me about getting the redfin Cadango male. Look at him, he's already starting colouring up. how's the size difference? So that guy there, he's probably 7 to 8 centimeters, and then this one here is 3 centimeters. It's crazy. The Strigatus have been breeding. People are hounding me for Strigatus fry. There's actually a bit of controversy on these. Someone over east is claiming that they're hybrids, but I actually ended up doing a bit of research, and I managed to trace these all the way back to somebody. Some of you might know Chumbis, and I found the history of like 6 or 7 years on these fish, and they're definitely Strigatus. You guys have seen Dimicomps are in my logo. They're one of my favourite fish, so I can definitely pick the difference. Look at him, he's a ripper. He's a stunning fish. Their fin's kind of beaten up, but you get that. Hopefully these guys go well. Monaro or whatever they're called. Monaro. Look at the red starting to come through. They're definitely like flower horns as far as like the aggression goes. Look, you can see the dominance by just the colours of them. So like the big dominant male, and then he's stressing the others out. So like these two down here are quite dark. It's literally just it's just them fighting. They change colour quite a lot, and like you get that with the flower horns. Then they stress each other out and go black. One fish I do need to get breeding again is the Star Sapphires. These guys haven't held for a little while. I might actually feed them some bloodworms, see if that gets them going. I moved them from their tank over there to here to a smaller tank, and that didn't fire them up, so maybe I'll try some bloodworms. I've actually got some, so I don't know if you guys know. Oh, that hurts my chest trying to open doors. I've actually got a freezer right here. There's all sorts of good stuff in here. I really should get back into hand feeding my stingrays. Let me get the bloodworms. So, look what's in here. It's like a gold field. There's bass, a fillet, there's octopus. Oh, is that octopus or squid? Squid. We've got squid, other fish. Some of it's for the fish, some of it's for me. And then there's crayfish, check that out. Nice West Australian crayfish. I don't know what's up there, more fish. Should I hand feed the stingrays? Alright, give me 5 minutes. Here, we'll feed. Oh. Do you reckon they'll eat it? They've never had bloodworms before. Like, ever. Unfortunately, that one's, there we go. Eat them, go. Go. How sick's the marbling coming through on the boys? The only thing that's a shame with these fish is how long it takes them to marble. Like this guy here is probably 3 years old and he's still only just, well not just marbling, but I reckon he's only halfway done. His dad was actually like complete marbles, so kind of expecting similar. Go up there and get it. Alright, well that's not very interesting. So this video was getting way too long, so I've decided to break it up into 2 parts. So I thought I'd just share this photo. It's my old 8.5 foot fish tank. I really do miss this tank. One of my friends still has it and it's still going strong. But some of you might not have seen it before. It had a crazy mix of fish in it. But anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.